Hey there, guys. Lonnie and Loomis here, guys. Guys' feet. Loomis is a big fan of cartoons. Today we're watching something on his level, you know? Alright, well, I like SpongeBob, so I'm gonna keep watching. I'm gonna watch it anyway, alright? We're gonna watch something light, dude. No drama today. Just something just casual. Mr. Krabs' wallet. Grandma's cookies living like Larry. We're all Squidward. Chocolate, you doodle, me SpongeBob. SpongeBob keeping it cash in the drawers. He got his whole shit hanging out, dude. Where is SpongeBob's library? Dude, this is the curious case of said library.
Hey! This is library.
I've seen this in one SpongeBob episode, I'm pretty sure. His freaking big old bookshelves, dude, with the slide. This is an awe video. There's a lot of freaking channels that cover like SpongeBob theories like this, but I freaking never really watched one. Let's check it out together.
SpongeBob's house has always fascinated me. It's one of the coziest
It's a pineapple under the sea. They do sing about it. It is like, what's the word when it's been like immortalized in a legend? Like freaking the sacred
pineapple,
pineapple,
it's one of the coziest
dude.
homes I've ever seen in a TV show, and ever since a kid I wanted to live there. It's one of those cartoon.
I don't think I'd ever want to live there. I mean, I love pineapples, but I don't want to be roomies with the boy. I'll be honest. Plus, a lot goes on there that I don't think I could handle emotionally.
With, like, way too much space inside, which is a concept that also fascinates me. I've talked about probably the rarest room.
It would probably smell good, like citrusy.
SpongeBob's house before, which is his garage, but there is another room that is so interesting. SpongeBob's library is a
La biblioteca? Sorry, my lonniedos was kicking in.
A mysterious room that confuses me a lot, and today...
Because I can't read so good! Oh, shit!
So, to be honest, I had kind
no disrespect, of course.
of forgotten about my promise to talk about SpongeBob's library that I made in my video about his garage. But now that video is starting to blow up...
Dude, don't make me check out the garage video for context. Come on now. Of course I got to. Hold on. We'll just run this by me real quick. Come on.
124 Conch Street might just be the most recognizable house in all of television. Everyone knows who lives in a pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob's house is so iconic, and its interior is proof of great design choices. Every room in SpongeBob's house is memorable, and most people will probably recognize each one of them. Upon entering the house, we see the living room, which is beautiful and so nostalgic.
It is.
There are two other doors in the living room, one leading to the kitchen,
The
one leading
vibes are
upstairs to the second floor.
Mwah!
There's also a laundry room
Chef's
somewhere,
kiss.
Floor. But the second floor has iconic rooms such as the bedroom, the bathroom, the workout room, and the library, which is definitely the coolest one.
In the freaking foreshadowing, dude. Don't make me check out the library video for the future context now. Should I actually watch the freaking garage video first?
Then we of course have the room.
I'll let him cook for another sec.
SpongeBob has a garage?
SpongeBob has a car? SpongeBob can drive a boat?
Nope. So, if you didn't remember that SpongeBob had a garage, I don't blame you. Not even the official SpongeBob Twitter knew about it.
Damn.
The garage is definitely the part of SpongeBob's house with the least appearances. But we actually see SpongeBob's garage as early as the second episode of the show.
Dang.
Reef blower.
So they didn't know not to add it yet, because it's not canon, dude.
Silent episode, SpongeBob goes to get his reef blower, which is, well, in his garage.
Convenient, huh? Really makes you think. Honestly, it does not.
Now, why he has a garage is a good question. We all know bro does not know how to drive at
That's
all.
what I was thinking, dudes. Mrs. Puff hadn't even had enough of this guy. She wants to keep teaching him for years to come.
Mrs. Puff. Where are we going?
Just wait and see.
Now, either it's here he keeps his little pedal bike thing, the unicycle, that he rides sometimes, but what I like to think is that he is just so determined to get his driver's license that he already has a garage.
He probably bought the boat already. He's got a Lambo in there. He just can't drive it. He's like XQC.
Like how people get cars before their license just as motivation. Having money helps, I guess.
I mean, yeah,
No,
but he works at the Krusty Krab, and his boss is seemingly taking advantage of him. I don't think that's canon either. Maybe it's like the garage, maybe just a one and done plot line. But it kind of seems like he might be taking advantage of him in some ways. He's a smart cookie, that Eugene.
SpongeBob's garage.
I digress. I don't remember what we're talking about here.
We see it next time just a few episodes later in Naughty
Nautical
Neighbors,
Neighbors.
when SpongeBob and Patrick are blowing bubbles
Dude, you just let that thing hang out of the house? That's messed up.
in SpongeBob's backyard.
There's simpletons
which we have
about.
never seen.
Come on, Mr. Krabs Wallet.
Obviously, we got the garage door, like here, but what is that other door next to it? SpongeBob doesn't have a door from his living room to his backyard, right? So where does this door
I've
lead?
never paid attention, I'll be honest, but I am just realizing that this guy's accent is similar to the narrator in SpongeBob. This is a perfect fit. I love it.
I'm pretty sure it's not to the garage, actually. It's probably just where the door in his kitchen leads to, since the door is next to a window to the outside.
Okay.
Don't remember him ever using this door, though.
What kind of property goddamn brother situationship is going on here? They're moving the doors around, dude. They're making the real estate market fluctuate. Patrick, what room am I in? I'm cussing. Sorry for cussing. Tartar sauce, son of a bitch.
As
Patrick,
you can see,
God damn
SpongeBob
it.
still has a garage here, but when he finally gets his driver's license briefly in Season 2, No Free Rides, he parks his boat on the street.
Whoa, I told you he would have a nice-ass whip to ski there. That thing is freaking adorable. I pushed the wrong button, but it works.
This doesn't make a lot of sense from a reality perspective.
I mean,
but
maybe he was seeing it in a dream. The pussy wagon of his dreams.
like a lot of things in this show, it's just here for convenience. Mrs. Puff needs to sneak up and steal the boat
Mrs.
with slots,
Puff
so
has
of course
had
SpongeBob
enough.
can park outside. If SpongeBob needed to take his car to work for some plot point, he would park his car in a big parking garage that would magically appear near the Krusty Krab. That's just how SpongeBob works.
I gotta take the shortcut.
But then if we jump very much forward, all the way to Season 11, we can see two things. One, the show is not as good anymore. And two,
Oh
there is
my god, people say that. I guess that's like the common opinion. Maybe I should do a deep dive on SpongeBob. I've only seen the newer episodes like in passing, but they seem funny, but the tone is definitely different. But it's, you know, it's never struck me as like this is bad now. It has struck me as like this is intense now. Like they freaking like do like the gags where your like face is ripped off or some shit. Am I making this up? Forgot to have dialogue in the what episode? Oh, this is
SpongeBob
another
season
video.
14.
What rabbit hole? I can't do another one, dude. You son of a bitch. He's got the market cornered
Another episode
on
where SpongeBob gets a car.
theorizing.
In Drive Happy, he doesn't get his license, but instead a self-driving car, which doesn't require a license. And where does he park his car?
Nowhere.
Oh, that was the best day of non-driving ever. Cool.
I mean, he just moved the lawn off the cement.
Anything I can get you? One glass of oil, triple foam conditioner.
I'm fine. Good night, Mr. Squarepants.
He can talk? What the Dickens?
Good night, Coop.
In the coop, getting sucked off, getting tipsy? SpongeBob, I like what you've done with the place. Can I get a ride, brother?
In the parking spot that has never
Can I
been
get
there
a
before.
suck?
It's also so funny that for some reason it just needed to be on this side. They removed Squidward's
That
house
makes
from the
no
episode's parking
sense.
spot. It should be right here, right? Why didn't they just put it on the other side? Like the other side of the house where there literally is nothing but sand?
I don't
Or even
know.
better, why not just put it in the garage?
True.
Yeah, because SpongeBob needs a reason to bring his car inside the house when it starts raining.
Because he loves it and it can talk is not enough of a reason.
And it can't rain inside the garage. You see what I'm saying?
No.
The reason we have barely seen SpongeBob's garage is because SpongeBob as a show retcons anything for plot convenience. I guess we'll have to wait for an episode with the right setup to finally see the inside of SpongeBob's garage.
This is going to keep me up at night. Please. Barnacle brains. Please draw me the garage.
Except we already have.
What?
You know, Patrick, being in a band gives you the liberty to dress with a little more...
They had a garage band?
In Krabby Road, the second episode of the Season 6 premiere, SpongeBob, Plankton, Squidward and Patrick start a band together, and just like that one app, guess where they go to practice?
Garage band.
That was fucking terrible.
What is that shit
one-
called? Pro Tools.
Shot we see from the outside as
Exactly.
the garage door is rolled up, and funnily enough, the door next to it is gone here. And that door was not a one-time thing, it has appeared after Naughty Nautical Neighbors in Season 9's The Fishbowl. But then in Bunny Hunt, 2 seasons later, we see the garage without the door. Even if this is confusing, SpongeBob's second window at the front of his house disappears in like every other episode, and like we discussed, not even Squidward's house is safe. What's important is that the garage is here, and we get a good view inside of it.
It does look nice.
Pizzazz!
But I think it's important we get back to what's important here, which was the library, which arbitrarily is where we started. And now that I have the garage context, I can focus on paying attention here.
Focusing. Back up, Jack.
Dude, Squidward, we've got to do something. You're scaring the children.
Also, for everyone saying that like houses usually come with a garage, they usually come with floor as well.
True.
And they are usually made out of something that's not pineapple.
True. He's
SpongeBob's
cooking your asses. It's over for you guys. You're done for.
library has appeared more in
fucking
the show
over,
than
you're
its garage,
done.
but it's still a location we do not know much about. Over the course of the show, it has appeared in 19 episodes, which sounds like a lot until you think about the fact that there's like 500 episodes altogether.
True.
But
Oh,
I was still
no.
surprised myself at the number. 19 episodes? Maybe we should know more about SpongeBob's library. And hopefully we will after this video, because we are talking about SpongeBob's library. So the library first appeared back in season 1 in the iconic episode Boarding School. Or I don't know how iconic it is, maybe it blends in a lot with the 50 other Boarding School episodes, but this one is probably
Oh
one of
my
my favorite.
god, dude. I would not want to visit the DMV 50 times in my life. SpongeBob, give up, my
of all of them.
boy, and get a
So SpongeBob has
garage.
failed his driving test for the first time on screen.
Or sell
Definitely
your
not the first time in
garage
this world.
and your boat.
He's really sad about it and talks to Patrick on a walkie-talkie, who tells him to get out of bed and get to his closet for a surprise. Very interestingly, SpongeBob then goes
What a
to this door
weird
right here
request, Patrick, but I'll do it.
and slide down to the library. So not only do we know that SpongeBob for some reason has a closet in his library, of all places, but also that to get to the library you go through this door, that's in his bedroom. Just the aesthetic of this shot in the library is amazing, like there's just such a vibe to this room.
True.
Closet.
Listen carefully. What's pink and square at the same time?
I don't know.
Do tell, Patrick. What the hell?
Patrick.
Patrick Squarepants!
Well, they should have removed this for the Netflix version. This is fucked up and unholy.
SpongeBob sits down in this chair.
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not actually this prudish.
Chair
It's a joke.
in the library. It's interesting though that SpongeBob's closet here has a lot of his pants.
Yeah, that's a weird place for a closet, my guy. Maybe put some of your books in there.
Not mistaken, they are usually somewhere else. Patrick spends the rest of the episode in the library, but
He's
we don't
got a
get
lot
much
of
more
pants.
of like a view of it. It's season 1, so not a lot of wide shots or anything. However, we do see that Patrick reads SpongeBob's diary in here, proving that SpongeBob indeed has books in his library. Groundbreaking stuff I'm coming up with here. The next episode we get to see
The
SpongeBob's
Suds!
library in is Suds. SpongeBob's dumbass leaves his fridge open and it freezes his whole house, including his library. It's really nice here because we
He
get to
cooked his own ass, and then you did.
the view of
Then
it.
he's cold.
We see stuff in here that is actually going to be used in future episodes. Keep in mind that the piano was here already in season 1. Then there's this shell fireplace, which looks really cool, and then this hilarious painting of SpongeBob back here. Or is that maybe some ancestor or something? Because a self-portrait doesn't feel like something SpongeBob would have, really.
True. That's probably his great-great-grandfather with the spatula and the floaty pie.
We know someone else who loves self-portraits, though.
Fucking Squidward and normal man.
Squidward's house deep dive in a future episode, maybe? Now, just to clarify,
Oh,
the
no.
scene in Sleepy Time where SpongeBob goes into Gary's dream is of Gary in a different library.
How
There
do you
might be some
know?
similarities, books, but it's pretty clear this is another place.
Damn it!
The library appears one more time in season 1, which is in the last episode, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 2, but here we just see a bookshelf.
What the hell are they doing?
Hey, yo!
Dude, this guy is really doing the freaking detective work that the world needs. I appreciate it. This is good lore.
As Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy are helping SpongeBob in here. Then moving on to season 2, SpongeBob's library appears in the first episode, Something Smells, making
P.U.
it technically appear in back-to-back episodes, which is kinda crazy. SpongeBob thinks he's ugly and retreats to his library to play his piano, or is it an organ? Anyway, it was here in season 1 already, like I said, so that's cool, it's being used now.
Hell yeah.
Ugly Barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died.
The end. That story makes me cry every single goddamn time, and he just ran through it like it was nothing. Patrick, just let me play the piano, Patrick.
This is probably the best library scene of the whole show, if that means anything. I like this episode so much, it's just hilarious.
That didn't help at all.
Just do what I do when I have problems. Scream!
Then we move on to season 3, where we see a new chair in the library in New Student Starfish. Then we are on to post-movie SpongeBob already. Yeah, like I said, it's not in a lot of episodes. In season 4's Have You Seen This Snail?
Why is it written in drippings?
When Gary has ran away, we get this very sad but very beautiful detail shot of SpongeBob
Gary,
listening to the
come
Gary
on!
Come Home song in the library. And it looks to be the same chair from New Student Starfish. And we see SpongeBob sitting in this chair in The Thing as well. Interestingly, looking out of a window that's on a bookshelf. That's just classic SpongeBob logic right there. Season 5 is the first season to not feature
Whoa.
SpongeBob's library. Literally unwatchable. Moving on to
What
season...
the hell? No library? I'm fucking out. Going back to the garage with Dad.
So he goes into his library to find his book about the history of boating. Interestingly, in this episode, just like every single one since boating school, there is no slide in here. Which of course prompts the question of how he gets into here if there is no longer a slide from his bedroom, so there gotta be some other way. Next we got Grooming Gary, where
Doing
SpongeBob goes
what?
looking
To
Gary to
whom?
take him. It's nice that the piano/organ is still here, and this room does seem to look very similar from episode to episode. Where's the slide though?
Yeah, I've never seen any of these episodes. These are too new for me.
Here we see a jellyfish painting in what I first thought was a different part of the library, but then we see the conch fireplace is right there, so SpongeBob just replaced the self-portrait with the jellyfish painting. But now we got some important stuff in Shell Shocked. This episode starts with SpongeBob waking
He's
up.
bricked up! Playing tennis.
Back, and that means we know that this is still, like, a valid way to get to the library.
You got the dogs out with the military helmet and the tennis racket. He's ready to go to war.
This takes him to the staircase that leads down to the bottom floor. This is very interesting, just because that's not usually how it works.
Why did SpongeBob wear that?
Usually
Is he a harlot?
If SpongeBob's bedroom is on the top floor, then he goes through the slide to get to the library, like going one floor down. And then now there's a staircase. That would mean his house actually has 3 floors, and this is confirmed in a YouTube video on the official SpongeBob channel, which shows every room of the house. From this video, we know that there are 3 floors in SpongeBob's house, with the library on the 2nd floor and the bedroom on the 3rd floor.
That's a tall pineapple.
We have everyone's favorite episode, A Pal for Gary, when SpongeBob's new pet...
What the hell is this monstrosity, dude? Gary don't want that. No wonder Gary left. He ain't coming home.
Up in the library, where we first get a nice shot showing the jellyfish painting, the organ, and a window in a bookshelf. I'm just really proud of the show when they keep stuff that don't matter to the plot of the episode. Especially with the new episode, it feels like they spawn in old items in random places as references, but here this room looks pretty much the same as it did 6 seasons ago, which is great, because, you know, they're they're like using old episodes as references for how stuff looks. Something important here also is that SpongeBob is sleeping in his bedroom, so he's not hearing them, and Gary was on the bottom floor before ending up in the library.
That's
so
terrified.
Unless, they like rampaged through SpongeBob's bedroom, they probably didn't go for the slide and instead, you know, went through that staircase we saw in Shell Shock. You can't really blame Patrick for not remembering stuff, I guess. His whole thing is being stupid, and he of course doesn't even know what a library is.
True.
We got to them in the library.
Don't even get me started on a biblioteca.
Do I know how to pronounce that word? I feel weird every time saying it, like library. Library. Anyway, the windows in the bookshelf are still here. One of them kind of works as a lamp, but I guess that could be...
Those are not windows, dude. Those are glory holes, you silly foreigner. It's okay.
Just like sunshine coming in. Patrick consumes a lot of knowledge by reading a lot of books, which changes the infrastructure of his brain, as
what the
all the
hell?
new words need space in there.
Well, I'm always thinking about this section of my brain.
Unfortunately, this means his head has gotten so big that he can't fit into the door that leads to the staircase.
And Veiny!
They try all sorts of stuff.
Dude, what is this shit? This is what I mean. The new episodes are a little unhinged. What the hell going on here? Why SpongeBob have this on? Why is he in motionless and white? Why he reading in his dome?
Works, resulting in them having to make Patrick stupid again to shrink his brain.
Oh,
and SpongeBob
showing my
sucks out
videos.
all-
That actually looks like a goated episode. Lots of throbbers.
Sadly, we didn't really
Thoughts
learn
in there.
anything
Who
new
are
about the library
thinking too much about books?
Then in season 12, we got Swamp Mates, which starts with SpongeBob reading Gary a bedtime story in the library. Funnily enough, here the statue that was destroyed in Glove World RIP is back, and he still got the sponge on the wall. But once again, the scenes of the library are all in the like same angle as usual, so we still don't know what's on like the other side.
What the hell is happening here?
I think.
Alright, I'm gonna freaking stop this here, but I'll link both of these videos that I've watched down below, so you can watch the full version if you're interested. Shout out to Aw, dude. You guys like SpongeBob? Probably one of the most goated shows. One of the most goated sponges to ever do it. Thank you guys for watching this reaction video. The like button if you enjoyed it. What should I react to next? And I'll see you in the next one, boys. Peace!